Hello, my name is Clara, and this is my story. It is not a happy story, but it is a true story. It is the story of how I learned the truth about my family. My life, before all this, was very busy, but it was happy. My husband Mark passed away just over 1 year ago. It was sudden. It broke my heart, but he left me a beautiful gift. 2 beautiful gifts. Our twins, Leo and Mia. They are 6 months old. They are my whole world. My entire reason for living, being a single mother to 2 babies, is hard. It is so hard. It is a lot of work. There are bottles to make, diapers to change. There is so much crying, and there is very little sleep. But I am lucky. I have a good job. I am a graphic designer. I work from my home. This means I can be with my babies all the time. I also have a family. I thought I had a family. My mother, my father, and my younger sister Jessica. They live in the same town. I thought we were close. I really did. After Mark died, I wanted to keep them close. I was lonely. I needed them. And they seemed to need me. I am the responsible one, the successful daughter. I make good money. My family, they do not. My father has a small pension. My mother does not work. My sister Jessica likes to shop. She does not like to work, so I helped them. I did not just help them. I supported them. I paid the mortgage for my parents' house. I wanted them to be safe. I paid for the car I bought for Jessica. I paid her phone bill. I gave them money whenever they asked. Clara, we are a little short this month. Clara, the car needs new tires. Clara, I saw a beautiful dress. I always said yes. I loved them. I thought they loved me. I thought they were grateful. I thought they were my safety net. If I ever fell, they would catch me. I was wrong. They were not a safety net. They were just a net that was trapping me. And I was not a daughter. I was a bank. The day it all happened started like any other day. It was a Tuesday. I was tired. The babies were both fussy. Leo did not want to drink his bottle. Mia did not want to take her nap. I was trying to finish a project for a client. My head was hurting. My back was hurting. Around noon, I started to feel a pain in my stomach. It was a small pain at first, like I ate something bad. I ignored it. I had to. The babies needed me, but the pain did not go away. It got worse. It got so much worse. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the pain was not small. It was huge. It was a sharp, burning pain. It felt like a hot knife was inside my stomach. I could not stand up straight. I fell to my knees in the living room. I was sweating. I felt sick. Mia started to cry in her crib. I knew something was wrong. This was not a normal stomach ache. This was something bad. I crawled to my phone. I managed to call my doctor. I could barely speak. I told him what was happening. He listened. His voice was very serious. He said, "Clara, you need to go to the emergency room. Right now. It sounds like your appendix. If it bursts, it is very dangerous. You need to go now." My blood went cold. Emergency room? Surgery? I looked at Leo and Mia. Leo was sleeping in his swing. Mia was crying for me. Who would watch them? I was alone. I could not take 2 babies to the emergency room. I could not take them into surgery. I said, "Okay, I will." I hung up. My hands were shaking. The pain was so bad I wanted to scream, but I held it in. I had to be strong for my babies. I had only one choice. My family, my mother. She would come. Of course she would come. She would drop everything and come. I called her number. It felt like it rang for a very long time. Finally she answered. Her voice was bright and happy. "Clara." "Hi, honey," she said. "Mom?" I gasped. The pain was making it hard to talk. "Mom, I need help. I am in so much pain. My doctor told me to go to the emergency room. He thinks it is my appendix. He said I might need surgery. Right now." The other end of the line was quiet for a second. The happy sound was gone. Her voice was flat. "Oh, really, Clara?" Today, I was confused. Today, Mom, I do not understand. I am in serious pain. I need you to come. I need you to watch Leo and Mia. I have to go to the hospital. "Well, Clara," she said. And she sounded annoyed. I could not believe it. She sounded annoyed with me. That is very bad timing. It is very inconvenient. Inconvenient? I could not breathe. The pain in my stomach was terrible. But the pain in my chest was worse. "Mom, what are you talking about?" "It is an emergency." I could be very sick. Then I heard my sister, Jessica. Her voice was in the background. "Who is it? Is it Clara? Tell her we are busy." My mother came back on the phone. "Your sister is right, honey. We just cannot. Not today. We are on our way out." "Out? Out where?" I was crying now. I could not help it. The pain and the fear were too much. "Mom, please. There is no one else. I am scared, please. We have tickets," my mother said. Her voice was cold, like she was talking to a stranger. "Your father and I are taking Jessica to the city. We have tickets to see Elton John. We have had these tickets for 6 months. They were very expensive. We cannot just miss it." I stopped crying. I was in shock. "Elton John? You are not coming to help me? Because of a concert?" "Clara, stop being so dramatic," my mother snapped. "It is probably just gas. You always overreact. You are always needing something. Honestly, sometimes you are a real nuisance. You are a burden. You have these kids, and you just expect us to drop everything for you. A nuisance. A burden." Those words hit me harder than the pain in my stomach. A nuisance. My own mother called me a burden because I needed help. Because I was sick. "Mom," I whispered. "Please, I am begging you. What if it bursts? The doctor said I could die." "Oh, stop it," she said. "You will be fine. Call a neighbor. We have to go or we will miss the show. Jessica is already in the car. We will call you tomorrow. Try to feel better." And she hung up. She hung up the phone. I sat on the floor for a whole minute. I could not move. The pain in my body was awful, but the pain in my heart was a new kind of empty. A cold black hole. They left me. They left me and my babies. For a concert, I did not have time to be sad. I was in danger. My babies were in danger. If something happened to me, who would take them? My family? The people who called me a burden? No, never. I had to act. I called 911. I told them my address. I told them I had 2 infants. Then while I waited for the ambulance, I did one more thing. My mind was suddenly very clear. My family was not family. They were just people I paid for. I had money. I could pay for help. I could pay for real help. I Googled emergency nanny service on my phone. I found one. I called them. My voice was weak, but I was strong inside. "Hello," I said. "I need an emergency nanny. Right now. I am being taken to the hospital for surgery. I have 6-month-old twins. I need someone to come to my house. Immediately. I can pay whatever you ask." The woman on the phone was amazing. She was calm. She was professional. "Yes, ma'am. We can help. We have a caregiver who can be there in 30 minutes. Her name is Mrs. Gable. She is wonderful. All we need is a credit card on file." I gave her my credit card number. The same credit card I used to pay for my sister's clothes. The same card I used to buy my parents' groceries. "She is on her way," the woman said. I hung up. The ambulance sirens were getting closer. I unlocked my front door. I wrote a fast note for the nanny. "Twins are Leo and Mia. Bottles are in the fridge. Emergency contacts? None." I put the pen down. I looked at that last part. Emergency contacts? None. It was the truest thing I had ever written. The paramedics came. They were kind. They put me on a stretcher. As they were carrying me out of the house, a car pulled up. A woman with kind eyes and gray hair got out. "Are you Clara?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "Are you Mrs. Gable?" "I am," she said. She smiled. A real warm smile. "You go. You take care of yourself. I will take care of these beautiful babies. Do not you worry about a thing." I started to cry again. But this time, it was from relief. A stranger, a complete stranger, was kinder to me than my own mother. "Thank you," I whispered. They put me in the ambulance. The last thing I saw was Mrs. Gable walking into my house, closing the door and locking it behind her. My babies were safe. The rest was a blur. The hospital, the lights, the forms. A nurse asked me for an emergency contact. "I do not have one," I said. My voice was strong. The doctor was right. It was my appendix, and it was very close to bursting. "We have to operate now," he said. "You got here just in time." They wheeled me into a cold, white room. My last thought was not of my mother, or my sister, or my father. It was of Mrs. Gable. I felt peace. I knew my children were safe. When I woke up, I was in a hospital room. It was dark outside. My stomach hurt from the surgery. But I was alive. I saw my phone on the table next to me. I picked it up. There were no missed calls, no text messages from my family, not one. They did not even call to see if I was alive. They were at their concert, but there was one text message. It was from Mrs. Gable. It was a picture. It was Leo and Mia side by side in their cribs, fast asleep. The text said, "All is well. Both babies are sleeping. They are angels. Rest and get well soon." I held that phone to my chest. This woman, this stranger, was my family now. I spent 3 days in the hospital. Mrs. Gable was amazing. She sent me pictures. She FaceTimed me so I could see the twins. She cleaned my house. She told me she loved my babies. And my family? Silence. Nothing. On the third day, I was feeling stronger. I was in my hospital bed. And I was angry. The sadness was gone. Now it was a cold, hard anger. I was a burden. I was a nuisance. I went home the next day. Mrs. Gable had the house looking perfect. The babies were happy and clean. It was the first time I felt real peace since Mark died. I was free. I paid my hospital bills. I paid Mrs. Gable. I bought new toys for the twins. I was in charge of my own life. 2 weeks passed. It was a wonderful 2 weeks. I was healing from my surgery. Mrs. Gable was a miracle. We became a team, a new family. My twins loved her. I loved her. My house was calm. Then one morning I heard a sound, a loud sound. Someone was banging on my front door, not knocking, banging. I looked at Mrs. Gable. She looked at me. I went to the door. I looked through the peephole. It was them, my mother, my father, my sister. They did not look happy. They looked furious. I took a deep breath. I opened the door. Mrs. Gable stood behind me, holding Mia. "Clara," my mother yelled. Her face was red. "What is going on? We have been calling you for 3 days. Your phone is disconnected." "Oh," I said. My voice was calm and quiet. "I got a new number." "You did not give it to us?" my father asked. He looked confused. "Clara, our mortgage payment?" The bank called. It was returned. They said we are going to lose the house. And my car. Jessica shrieked. She looked like she was about to cry. "My car! The bank took it. They repossessed it. They took my car, and my phone is shut off." "What did you do?" They all stared at me. They were waiting for me to fix it. Waiting for me to say, "Oh no, it was a mistake. Let me send you the money." I just looked at them. I felt nothing. No anger. No sadness. Just nothing. "I did not do anything," I said simply. "I just stopped paying. It is not a mistake." My mother's mouth fell open. "What? What do you mean? You cannot just stop. We will be homeless." "That sounds like a problem," I said. I nodded. "You will have to figure it out." "Clara, this is not funny," my father yelled. "You have to fix this. We are your family." I almost laughed. "Family? Are you my family?" I seem to remember calling my family 2 weeks ago. I was in so much pain I could not stand. I was on my way to emergency surgery. I was scared I was going to die. I needed someone to watch my children. Your grandchildren. They all went silent. They could not even look at me. "And what did my family say?" I continued. "Oh yes. I remember. You said you were busy. You had a concert. You said I was dramatic. You said, what were the words? Oh yes. You said I was a nuisance and a burden. We did not know it was that serious," my mother whispered. Her face was pale. "You did not care if it was serious," I said. "You did not call. Not once. You did not text. You did not check to see if I was alive or dead. You just wanted to see Elton John. I hope you had a good time. I hope the show was amazing. I hope it was worth your house and your car." "Clara, please," Jessica cried. "It was a mistake. We are sorry. You cannot do this to us. I need my car for things." "You need a job, Jessica," I said. "You all need jobs. A burden is something you are forced to carry. I am not forced to carry you. I am done. The bank is closed. I am your mother." My mother shrieked. "You owe us." "I owe you nothing," I said. My voice was like ice. "You taught me a very important lesson. Family is not just blood. Family is who shows up. And you did not show up." I stepped back. Mrs. Gable was standing right there. I smiled at her. "This is Mrs. Gable," I said to my old family. "She is my family now. When I was scared and alone, she came. She is a stranger who became a mother to my children when their own grandmother went to a concert. All the money I used to spend on you, it goes to her now. She gets a very good salary. She deserves it." My mother looked at Mrs. Gable with so much hate. But Mrs. Gable just smiled politely. "Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Father. Goodbye, Jessica," I said. I closed the door in their faces. I locked the deadbolt. They banged on the door for a long time. They yelled. They screamed. They called me names. It was awful. Mrs. Gable quietly picked up the phone and called the police. When the police came, my family told them I had stolen from them. But the police just shook their heads. They told them this was a civil matter. They told them to leave my property. I watched through the window as they walked away. My mother was crying. My father looked old and broken. My sister was kicking at the grass. They got into my father's old rusty car, and they drove away. I have not seen them since. I heard my parents are selling their house. I heard Jessica is working as a waitress. I do not feel bad. I do not feel guilty. I feel free. My life is quiet now. It is me and Leo and Mia and Mrs. Gable. We are a new family. A real family. We bake cookies. We go to the park. We laugh. My house is not filled with people who want to take from me. It is filled with love. My old family taught me that burden is a terrible word. But I am not a burden. I am a mother. I am a survivor. And I am, for the first time in my life, completely and totally free.